Welcome to another edition of Arizona Wildcats Insiders Podcast. I'm your host, Troy Hutchison, and we are starting Arizona's week getting prepared for Oklahoma State as the Wildcats are coming off of an underwhelming 39-14 loss to number 14 Iowa State on the road in their first Big 12 game of the season. Now, as we look back real quick at that game against Iowa State, a lot went wrong for the Wildcats. Special teams unit, give them a D+. With a missed field goal, Isaac Loveson was solid as the punter, but overall you can't continue to have missed field goals and missed opportunities. That was a very underwhelming performance by Malcolm Salgado Medina. It was a bad snap. The whole entire process of that kick was poor. And then defensively, Arizona, in my opinion, has the best secondary in the conference and one of the top 15 in the country. They got torched, absolutely torched against Rocco Beck, who was able to throw for 243 yards. I know that's not a lot of yardage, but he completed 14 of 20 on his passes. That's 70%. You just can't have that happen. And there is 6 explosive plays in the passing game of 20-plus yards or more that I counted. Again, that's something that you just can't have happen. You can't allow to happen. And when you're looking at Arizona's pass defense, if you take away those 6 plays, Iowa State does nothing. Now, again, you can't take away plays. I get that. But they were in critical third down situations, at least 3 of them. You got to play defense. You got to be able to man up, play defense, and not let your guy get past you on third and long or third and medium. And Arizona's defense was unable to do that. Now, in terms of the line play, I thought defensively they were solid, but they didn't give up very many rushing yards. I think the number was 70. But third in inches, 4th and 1, in terms of conversion downs, Arizona was not good at that defensively. Iowa State went 6 for 12 on third downs, 2 for 2 on fourth downs. And 2 of those fourth downs resulted into touchdowns for Rocco Beck as he was able to get the tush push for the score. He finished with 3 touchdowns on the ground, all of them in those type of situations where you're just kind of plowing forward. And I know it's a difficult situation. Winning those plays, that's not easy, but good teams do it. Good defenses do it. They find a way. Arizona, I still believe, is a good defensive team, but 39 points. And realistically, this time, yes, the offense did hurt them, but it wasn't like Kansas State, where 2 of the touchdowns came on a 75-yard run and a blocked punt. And the other point, the 3 points, came on a muff punt. It's not like there was errors that led to those scores. The defense just wasn't very good. It wasn't very good against Iowa State. And then offensively, the offensive line for Arizona, they graded as their best PFF grade of the season. But quite frankly, I thought it was a poor game for them. Arizona ran the ball for 105, 107 yards. And they had to get away from the ground game due to the fact that they were down by 22 points at one point in the first quarter. Again, they lost by 25. But midway through the second quarter, they were down by 22 points. I felt like Arizona got dominated up front, completely dominated on both sides of the ball. And that's a major issue. That is a huge issue. And it led to other issues in the game in terms of accuracy, in terms of third down conversion rate. I mean, Arizona was 4 of 13 on third downs. The Wildcats have been really bad on third down conversions this year. It wasn't any better against Iowa State, 4 of 13. That's not going to get the job done. And then on third downs, I think Arizona was 1 of 1. So, all in all, you got to win third down. You got to win third down. And when you're on a drive to open the game and you're driving, you're clicking, the offense is in rhythm, you can't leave with nothing. And that goes back to special teams. You got to get points in that situation. Now, as we grade Noah Fifita, it's a little bit of a bag of mixed reviews. There are some good things that he did, and there are some bad things that he did. But overall, I thought it was a very poor game for Noah Fifita. I thought this was a golden opportunity, not only for Arizona as a program, to be on national television 4 o'clock game on the West Coast Mountain Standard Time, 6 o'clock kickoff there. You're on primetime television. It's a great opportunity to showcase your program, and you come out flat. You come out as flat as can be. We're talking about a surface area ratio of 0. 15-0 to open up the game. Then 22-0 midway through the second quarter. It's like you weren't prepared. Again, it's after a bye week. That's a very underwhelming performance. The health of the team was there. They're the healthiest they've been all season, and you put up a goose egg in the first quarter and midway through the second quarter. Very underwhelming performance. So with Noah Fifita, one of the main issues is the accuracy this season. His first year, he completed near 72%. The second year, 61%, which was a huge drop-off, and that wasn't good compared to what he was doing before. And then through the first 3 games this season, it was 59%. Now, against Iowa State, he completed 67%, but there's a lot of overthrown balls. There's a lot of balls put in the wrong area that prevented big completions. And even on completions, he put it behind the receiver where they had to stop and get the ball. If he puts it in front of them, they're running for 20, 30, 40, 50 yards. They're scoring on some of those plays. Even on the game's final interception, the final interception of the game that ended the game. Again, the game was pretty much over by that point. Fifita had a seam route open, but he threw it to the wrong shoulder because he's not getting the ball out quick enough. He's not leading his receiver, and it led to an interception, game over for Arizona. And his first pick of the game, they had a fake bootleg, and then all of a sudden fake the reverse, turns around, thinks he has an open receiver, and just flings it over there. Nope, they dropped back into zone coverage. So you threw it right into the web of the defender. He picks it off and runs it 43 yards. You can't have these mental lapses. And that's what they are. They're mental lapses. Again, accuracy, that's a problem right now. That's a major problem. And for Fifita to take the next step of being an elite level quarterback in the Big 12, you got to be more accurate. Do I think he's improved from last year? Yes, that's not a question. He has 11 touchdowns and two turnovers. Overall, it's not bad for Fifita. But you can't have these mental lapses, and the accuracy is a big-time problem. I mean, I can't stress enough. It's the biggest problem in the game right now for him. And then number 2, there are opportunities to run the football where he's looking downfield. He's holding the ball, and then he dumps it off. Run. You want to use your legs more? Run the damn ball. You had opportunities right then and there. Take off. Overall, though, a very poor game for the Wildcats, a poor game for Noah Fifita. Now they got to recollect. And if I'm Seth Dagey and I'm Brett Brennan, I'm challenging Fifita. I'm challenging him. I'm saying this is a get-right game for you. Oklahoma State is coming in very beat up, very in question with the firing of Mike Gundy. You know, there's a lot of turmoil surrounding the program right now for Oklahoma State. You need to go in there and you need to throat stomp them. You need to put your foot on their throat early in this game. Show no mercy. Take all the life out early and put them away. And for Arizona to do that, Noah Fifita needs to play good football. Against Iowa State, it was not good football, and that's why he gets a C- for me against Iowa State. Can he be better? 100%. Was it the worst game he's ever had? No, certainly not. He did not have multiple sacks, a massive amount of sacks and a massive amount of turnovers. There's still some production, but you got to be better. Noah Fifita needs to be better moving forward for Arizona to succeed. Do I still think this team's a bowl team? Yes. I think they're going to win 7 games still. But this was a big opportunity on national television, a whole entire college football world watching, along with other great games, but you're on a major network and you let it slip away. And to be honest, this is the 4th straight loss on the road for Brett Brennan and company, dating back to last year. All of them blowouts, all of them very underwhelming performances, all of them falling behind the 8 ball. The coaching staff needs some self-evaluation there because you can't have this continue to happen and expect a better season. You got to start strong on the road, and they haven't done that in quite some time. So we'll have more coverage of Arizona football this week as they get ready for Oklahoma State, trying to get back to their winning ways, get to 4-1, and get closer to bowl contention.